This didn't start as an enterprise lab. It started as a way for me to study. I needed something hands-on because just watching videos wasn't enough for me. And over time, this turned into something much bigger. When I first built this, it was simple. I just needed a place to practice with networking, servers, basic configurations, the things I was learning for certifications. At that point, it wasn't structured, it wasn't clean, it was just learning. Most nights didn't look like this. They looked like me sitting here late at night trying to figure out why something wasn't working, breaking configurations, rebuilding them, fixing one problem and creating two more. But that's where the real learning happens. Then I started working in a hospital IT environment, and everything changed. Because now I wasn't just studying concepts, I was seeing how these systems actually operate in production. So obviously, the lab had to evolve. I started rebuilding it to match what I was seeing at work: segmentation, VLANs, structured networking. And from there, I moved deeper into identity and access management, focusing on Active Directory, authentication, permissions, group policy, understanding not just the network, but who has access to what and why. That's when the servers became the core of the environment. And now, working in GRC, this lab had to evolve again. Now I'm looking at everything through a different lens: risk, controls, segmentation, compliance. Not just does it work, but is it built the way it should be? And this is how real enterprise environments are built. You don't build everything at once, you start and you evolve. At the core of everything is Cisco infrastructure. I have several Cisco 3850 switches with trunk links and full VLAN segmentation across the network. Every VLAN has a purpose: servers, users, admin, printers, wireless, guest, Internet of Things, the overall lab, storage, and DMZ. Each one represents a different trust boundary, and that's how you reduce risk in a real environment. And this is where things get more intentional. These patch panels aren't random. Every color represents a different network segment. As my last video, we had went over this and discussed that the white is servers, blue is users, orange is admin, black is printers, red is wireless, green is IoT. So when I look at the rack, I don't have to guess what anything is. I can see the network instantly. And when something breaks, that matters. One of the biggest lessons I learned in building and configuring was configuration doesn't mean anything if you don't validate it and make sure it works. Using networking tools such as the NetAlley, this allows me to plug it into any port on my switch and immediately see what VLAN I'm on, what switch I'm connected to, and whether everything is working correctly. No guessing, no assumptions, just straight to the point and much faster diagnostics and troubleshooting. Behind the network is the infrastructure that actually runs everything. HP ProLiant servers running Windows Server. With this, I have my Active Directory, my DNS, and my DHCP all configured off of one server. This is where identity lies. This is where control actually happens. In the KVM, it gives me direct access to all of it, just like a real server rack. Most of the real work happens right here in PuTTY, the command line interface. It's not in a UI, it's not in a tutorial, it's in the command line. There were nights I sat here for hours trying to figure out why something wasn't passing traffic. and then finally, one change fixes it. That's how this lab gets built. This environment now covers networking, identity, segmentation, storage, and lab testing. And it's still evolving. If you're trying to get into IT or cybersecurity, don't try to build everything at once. Start small and build on it. That's exactly how real environments are created. In the next video, I'm taking older, out-of-date hardware, the kind of equipment most people would just throw away, and turning it into a full true NAS storage system for this lab. Because in real IT, you don't always get new equipment. You make what you have work. This isn't just a lab, this is progression. This is my story. This is Cyber with Steve.